Pay attention if you're serious about thriving in life. If your goal is to rise, to conquer, to become the individual who enters a space and instantly earns respect without uttering a single word, then you must grasp one crucial truth. Your mind is either your strongest ally or your worst foe. It will either fuel your journey toward greatness at full throttle, or it will anchor you in the sea of mediocrity. Here's a fact most people are scared to face. If your life is a mess, if you're broke, if you feel powerless, if you're confused, it's your responsibility. I don't care what justifications you bring up. Your family had no money? Irrelevant. You lacked quality education? Doesn't matter. Life hasn't treated you fairly? Cry me a river. The hard truth is this: you are where you are today because of your thoughts. The moment you truly understand that is the moment you reclaim your power. Weak-minded individuals blame everything and everyone. Those with a strong mindset accept accountability. And the second you stop acting like a victim is the moment you begin acting like a champion. You have a decision to make every moment of every day. To condition your mind for power, success, and greatness, or let it decay in fear, laziness, and doubt. And let me be real with you. Most people choose the easier road, weakness. Why? Because it takes no effort to whine. It takes no discipline to make excuses. It's simple to stay in bed and feel sorry for yourself. But you know what isn't simple? Achieving greatness. That's why so few people ever do it. If you want to gain control over your thoughts, remember this. Discipline is the cornerstone of it all. Everyone talks about motivation. Motivation is worthless. It's a fleeting emotion that comes and goes like the breeze. But discipline is the backbone of kings. Once you master discipline, motivation becomes unnecessary. You act because it's required, regardless of how you feel. You get up. You hustle. You push through. You dominate. Because that's your identity. Here's a reminder. Life is a constant battle. And the opponent isn't your employer. It's not the system. It's not your family or the people who doubt you. Your real adversary is the version of you that wants to give up. That voice that seeks comfort, avoids struggle, and runs from challenge. Let that version of yourself win. You'll never make it. You'll never rise. Because the world is owned by those who are strong. Look at the past. Study the ones who built kingdoms, the soldiers, the rulers, the pioneers. Do you think they wasted their time scrolling feeds, complaining about unfairness, or waiting for rescue? Absolutely not. They honed their minds like finely crafted weapons. They trained their bodies for war. They won because they were relentless in discipline. That's your path. Forge your mindset like a warrior prepares for combat. Cut out every trace of weakness. Remove distractions completely. Quit feeding your mind trash. Stop absorbing useless entertainment. Stop giving time to people who drain your energy. Your mind is a fortress. Protect it with everything you've got. I don't want to hear any of your justifications. I don't care if you're exhausted. I don't care if you're down. You know what I do when I don't feel like grinding? I grind anyway. You know what I do when life knocks me flat? I rise up and hit back even harder. Because I refuse to surrender. I won't let weakness win. Most people live like they'll be around forever. But here's the truth. Stop wasting time. Every instant you throw away, every minute spent drowning in self-pity, is a moment gone forever. And one day, you'll open your eyes, old and frail, filled with regret, realizing you let your entire existence slip by because you kept waiting for the perfect time. Let me tell you something. That perfect time? It's now. Your own mind will try to fool you. It will whisper that you can rest, that you can begin tomorrow. But here's the truth. Tomorrow never arrives. You either seize command of your destiny now, or remain stuck, trapped, powerless, defeated. Do you dream of being a king? Then adopt the mindset of one. Carry yourself like one. Live every moment like royalty. You must become the man worthy of greatness long before greatness ever shows up at your door. There's no miracle solution, no hack, no secret path. There's only one formula: self-control, relentless effort, and a mentality that cannot be broken. Let me ask you, how much longer will you keep delaying? How many more sunrises will pass? How many weeks, months will you throw away before you finally snap out of it and accept that no one is coming to your rescue? There's no savior, no superhero, no divine stroke of luck. Nothing magical is going to flip your life upside down in one night. Victory comes only to those who decide, truly decide, to win, who choose to be fierce, disciplined, and impossible to stop. Let me make something clear. This isn't about being lucky. This isn't about being born gifted. It's about becoming a man who simply refuses to be defeated. You could give a lazy, weak man every golden opportunity imaginable, and he'll still screw it up. Why? Because his mind is soft. He lacks belief in himself. He has no discipline to do what must be done. Now take the opposite, a man with the right mental wiring, one who has forged his mind into steel. Throw him into the harshest situation possible. Strip him of everything. Dump him into the fire. And guess what? He'll rise. He'll overcome. He'll take over. Not because life was kind to him, but because he refused to let life break him. Think life is tough? Good. It's meant to challenge you. Life is an examination, and most of you are failing miserably because you keep searching for an escape hatch. But there isn't one. There are no shortcuts. There is no fast lane. Everything you want, every ounce of success, influence, wealth, respect, must be earned. And that earning process? It's painful. It's ruthless. But that's the toll required for excellence. I get flooded with messages every day. Men crying, life's unfair. Tate, I'm struggling. Tate, I feel stuck. Tate, how do I fix it? My answer is always the same. Work harder. That's it. Don't make it more complicated than it is. If you're poor, generate more income. If you're weak, train your body. If you're lost, get your mind aligned. The solution to every single problem is this: discipline. And here's something you need to grasp fully. No one cares about your excuses. No one is moved by your hardships. No one is shedding tears for you. The world respects results, and only results. And if you don't produce results, then you don't matter. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are, how naturally gifted you are, how much potential you think you have. If you're not putting in the effort, you will be forgotten. You are currently insignificant. Some of you have been standing still for half a decade. Same occupation, same salary, same repeated struggles. And why is that? Because you refuse to seize authority over your own life. Whenever difficulty appears, you crumble, you rationalize, you postpone. Then you sit there confused, wondering why nothing ever improves. Let me tell you something important. Success isn't based on how you feel. It's built on what you do. Champions take action regardless of emotions. It makes no difference if they're exhausted. No difference if they're overwhelmed. No difference if life is hurling challenge after challenge. They show up. They put in effort. They complete the task. You don't even comprehend how powerful your mind is. You have no concept of what you're actually capable of because you've never driven yourself to your absolute edge. You've never gone all in. You've never placed yourself in a situation where winning was the only outcome. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're still living a life of mediocrity. Because you've never demanded excellence from yourself. But right now, I'm telling you, it's time to flip the switch. No more delays. No more crossing your fingers. No more wishful thinking. You don't need another dose of motivation. You don't need another inspirational video, podcast, or book. What you need is a choice, a firm decision to quit being fragile, a decision to throw away excuses, a decision to take command of your thoughts, to master your self-discipline, and to fully direct your future. Because once you take command of your inner world, you become untouchable. When you shut down doubt, fear, and fragility, and instead fill your mind with unshakable belief and relentless drive, you become indestructible. No obstacle can stop you. No defeat can break you. No hardship can end you. You keep pressing on. You figure things out. You endure beyond every barrier. This world belongs to the tough, to the focused, to the ones who will not be broken. The question is, are you one of them? Because if you're not, you'll remain exactly where you are, trapped, powerless, and invisible. And one day, when the clock runs out, you'll look back, full of sorrow, realizing you had the ability to be extraordinary, but you were too soft to make it happen. I refuse to accept that life. And if there's even a sliver of honor in you, you'll refuse it too. Now rise. If you're still listening, that's a good sign. It means the truth is beginning to sink in. It means, deep inside, you know this message is real. You know you've been dishonest with yourself, wasting time, playing it safe, hiding behind rationalizations, waiting for your life to magically change instead of becoming the force that changes it. Listen to me. Most men will never get this. They'll stay stuck in their cycles. They'll wake up every day, living a weak, dull, purposeless existence, and then they'll die without ever realizing they had the power to change it all. And you want to know why? Because they are prisoners, captives of their own apathy, shackled by their own fear, chained down by their own justifications. They let feelings dictate behavior. They allow distractions to scatter their attention. They let society define what's acceptable to think, to believe, and to do. Then they wonder why they're unhappy. So now I ask you, are you that kind of man? Are you trapped by your own weakness? Or are you the kind of man who breaks free, who refuses to blend in, who refuses to be average? Because here's a harsh truth. If you don't control your own mind, someone else will. And if you think I'm wrong, just take a look around. The world is overflowing with men who've been conditioned to believe that mediocrity is acceptable, that softness is normal, that losing is somehow part of the deal. No, losing is a decision. And if you keep choosing it, you will keep falling behind. I'll say it again, because it bears repeating. Success has nothing to do with your feelings. It's all about your actions. Your emotions are irrelevant. High performers don't care if they're sleepy. They don't care if they're not in the mood. They don't care if it's difficult. They do it anyway. That's why they rise above. Weak men let their emotions dictate their behavior. I don't feel like exercising. I don't feel like studying. I don't feel like putting in effort today. And that's exactly why they're losing. That's why they're broke. That's why their lives are a mess. Because instead of showing up like a man, they behave like children, waiting for comfort, waiting for ease. But life isn't supposed to be easy. Life is a constant fight. And if you don't learn to battle, if you don't learn to push through hardship, if you don't learn to dominate your own thinking, you will be destroyed. I don't care how wealthy you are. I don't care how intelligent you are. If you lack mental grit, you won't last. Study the greatest men in history. Were they gentle? Were they idle? Were they sitting around waiting for motivation to strike? Absolutely not. They were ruthless in their discipline. They handled their business, no matter the circumstances. And that's what you must become. A machine, a storm, a man so mentally locked in, so laser focused, so emotionally unbreakable that nothing can stop you. not injury, not defeat, not delay, nothing. You must sharpen your mind like a soldier preparing for war. No more meaningless distractions. No more garbage habits. No more alibis. Cut off weak, negative influences. Destroy your addiction to comfort and rise every single day ready to conquer.